And fingers crossed this is our first thing that we're enchanting here. So it's grabbing that. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrowth Reloaded. Okay, let's take a quick look around here. As you can see, I've got a few more new trees out here in our little garden. Let's start with this one here, which is, what is this one called again? We can knock one of these lines off here. It's Kapok. And then over here, this is cashews. I don't know if these actually grow fruit on them. I haven't been able to harvest anything off of them. Only thing about the cashews is you got cashew leaves on there, but the wood is still jungle wood. Strange, but that's the way it is. Then over here, this is a yew. Look at the size of this thing. It's got a huge canopy on it. And then here, this is the Ipe. I finally managed to get 3 more of the saplings so that we could grow the Ipe. And that thing is just kind of huge as well. This one, that's lime. Okay, so those were the 3 new ones that we got. The Kapok, the yew, and the Ipe. And the cashew. So, anyways, we'll just keep trudging along with that and see what other ones we can get. I got a huge list that I found online of all the different breedings, and it's a little out of date, but it should get me close enough to some ideas for other things. So let's head on over to our Thaumcraft area, and I figured out what I needed to do to get this thing going here. So let's take a quick look in the Almanomicon at that. And where was that now? That was up here. I had to do a bunch more. I had to research these, like the alchemical centrifuge and the essentia crystallization stuff before the automated alchemy opened up. So let's look at that. Up to now, alchemy has been somewhat of a hit-and-miss affair. Miscounted aspects, degrading essentia, and ingredients that require manual labor to mix. This is finally a thing of the past. The thaumatorium is a marvelous invention that allows a thaumaturge to select which formula to use and what catalyst to add. It then automatically draws essentia from available sources using tubes. As long as there's a supply of catalyst, it produces a required object perfectly every time. The crucible that forms its base does not require water, but a heat source is still needed. When you access this device, you will see several slots. The top left slot is where you place the catalyst. Once you have done this, you will be able to choose which recipe you wish to craft with the catalyst from a list of possibilities in the top right slot. The bottom bar shows the essentia required in the order they will be required. It will also display progress bars once the machine is in operation. The created object is ejected out in the front of the device or into an inventory placed in front of the ejection port. Normally, a thaumatorium can only have one active formula, but by attaching a mnemonic matrix to its side, you can increase the number of formula it can keep track. Each matrix increases the number of formulas by 2. And this is the recipe for the mnemonic matrix. I'm not going to make one of those. I don't think I need it. But here's the alchemical constructs, 2 of those, and the crucible with 30 ordo, 30 aqua, and 15 ignis. So now that that's open, and I've got my wand here, and that is completely charged up, we should be able to come over here, right click on this, and there we go. We have finally made our alchemical construct, or the thaumatorium, I guess is what it's properly called. So I'm going to need a little bit of, I think I'm going to need some lux for what I'm going to be doing next, because what I want to do is go ahead and make the balance shards that we need for a few other things we're going to craft today. So let's look at this. Balance shards, there they are, and it's Ignis, Aqua, Terra, Ordo, and Perdicio. It doesn't need the Lux. Okay, so it was, you look at this again, Ignis, Aqua, Terra. So if we have Ignis, Aqua, Terra, and Ordo and Perdicio. That should be the Perdicio and Ordo. Alright, now I need to get some of these Essential tubes. I hope I have enough. And we're just going to do this. I'm going to attach these on the sides like this. One here. Here. And when they connect like this, that you can't do that. So you just kind of touch it with your wand like that so they're not connecting. Two, three, four. And I need one in the back. That's why I left it away from the wall. Just put one there, like that. And then let's go ahead and put down our aspects that we need. Get this stuff out of the way. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's just put these jars down. And the last one here. There we go. Now we should be able to come in here. We're going to need the air shard. I'm just going to grab all 8 of these. If I'm correct, let's look at that again. This one was tossing an air shard in there. There's other ones you could use, but then that changes the recipe as to what you need as far as the aspects. So okay, so this one we're just going to use. It uses 2 Ignis, 2 Aqua, 2 Terra, 2 Ordo, and 2 Perdicio, and that will create, and 1 air shard will create 1 balance shard. We're going to need a bunch of balance shards though, so if we come into this and we can put these 8 in there, and then it shows here that the recipe that it can do with this is the balance shard. So let's just go ahead and click on that, let it come through and do its thing. There we go, and we've got balance shards. So let me go ahead and finish up these 8 balance shards, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we got our balance shards. So let's take a look now at what we want to do next. I'm going to go ahead and put these away. Now, the next thing I wanted to do was take a look in our quest book. And that finished up this one. We already collected that on there because we didn't need to build it. But let's take a look at has a silver lining. The Greatwood Wand isn't exactly cutting it in terms of capacity and thaumium's inherent nature as a magical metal, making it a prime candidate for making a better wand caps. Might be time to look at upgrading your wand. So, this wants us to make a Silverwood rod. And let's take a look at how to do that. And that is 1 balance shard, 1 air shard, 1 fire, 1 water, 1 earth, 1 order, and 1 entropy. Now I had some extra air in here. So let me go ahead and grab all of these real quick. So there's an entropy, there's an order, earth, water, and fire. Okay, let me go ahead and put these ones back in here. All right, so, and we needed, let me just look it up in here real quick. Silverwood rod. Yeah, so we need one silverwood log, which I happen to have in here. All right, so what we're going to have to do, let's start off, I'm going to go ahead and put that down first. And then, what else did we need? All right, let's go ahead and get these put down. And they have to be in the order that's shown in there. So let's look at this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got to kind of try to space it out as best as you can. And this has a moderate instability. So, all right, so at the top, so balance, air, fire, water. So let me do this, balance, air, fire, water, probably earth, yeah, then earth, order, and entropy. Earth, order, entropy. Okay, that should work. So let's see how we can do this to the best of our ability here. We have 7 things that we got to put down and try to make this as balanced as possible. So let's put down that one there. Put down one there. One there. One there. There. It's not quite. As balanced as I would like it to be, but I think that's about as good as it's going to get. So let's cross our fingers on this. So now what else we need in here? We need air, ignis, aqua. So let me come and get these, and these, so we need air, ignis, there. Is that aqua? Now these don't have to be, they just have to be within reach of this to get them. Air, ignis, aqua. Terra, ordo, perdicio. Terra. Ordo. Perdicio. Let's see if I can get that ordo. What's the last one? And precantatio. There we go. All right, so that's everything in place. Let me just take one more look at this, and Yeah, that should be all we need. Let me look at it in the Almanomicon just to be safe. Here, and that's under Thaumaturgy. There we go, Silverwood Wand core. Alright, so we need to keep an eye on this real quick. Let me actually do this. I'm going to grab one more of each of these. Just in case, because what can happen is they might fall off the pedestal, and if they do, then you got to replace it really quick. So I got to try to keep an eye on this and make sure that everything is going okay. But let me get my wand ready, and fingers crossed this is our first thing that we're enchanting here. So just grabbing that. Looks like it's doing good so far. Fall off, or did it take it? I think it's taking them now. Yep. One down, one to go. And there we go. We have our Silverwood Wand core. All right, Silverwood Rod. All right, so let's take a look in our quest book then. And now the next thing it wants us to do. And now for making thaumium and wand caps. Seems that they were initially rather inert and useless. Maybe an injection of Orem on the infusion altar will resolve that. So, charged thaumium cap. Let's take a look at that. That is 3 Salus Mundus and the inert thaumium cap. So I need a total of 6 Salus Mundus. How many balance shards do I have left? I have 7. So balance shards, or Salus Mundus, is made from smelting balance shards. So let's go ahead and put this in here. I've got 6 of them. That's what I'm going to need. So let's go ahead and get those smelted up into our Salus Mundus. And there we go. So let me get this done, and I'll be right back with you as soon as all these are finished smelting up. All right, we got our Salus Mundus. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's see what else we're going to need to do this. So let's get our Almanomicon out. Take a look in here. And let's see, are they there? There they are. All right, so we're going to need 6 Orem and 12 Potentia. Orem and Potentia. I don't think I have either one of those, do I? I do. There's Orem. What one is the Potentia? That's that. Orem is that one there. What is in Orem? Don't have any Orem. All right, let's take a look. Come back in here. And what is Orem made out of? That is that the only thing that it's made out of? Are those? Okay, so I hope I have enough. So let me see what we got here. I've got my, there they are. I got 4 ethereal essences. All right, so that's finished up there. Let me go ahead and get that out of the way. And where did it go? Oh, there it is. I was just making up some lux. That was simple. Just toss some torches in there. All right, so let's cross our fingers that we have enough of this to do these. Put that there. Those in there. So, okay. See, where's my labels? There we go. I have 16 Orem. All right, how much did that take? In here. Wrong one. There we go. Okay, 6. Okay, so we got enough here. So we got our Potentia, we got our Orem. Because we're going to have to do this twice. Let's go ahead and put these down. Potentia and Orem. And then it's a matter of putting these down here. One there. Let's see, 1, 2. Actually, let me. Okay, so that's 3 of them in between each one. Should be good. I can get my inert thaumium caps. Alright, now let's put one of those there. Get my wand ready. And let's give this a smack. Keep an eye on these. Potentia, and comes the Orem, pulling in the Salus Mundus, and we're done. One down. All right, let's go ahead and get the other one on there, and let's do that real quick. One here, 1, 2, 3, one there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Get this last cap going. There we go. We have our second thaumium cap. So let's take a look in our quest book. Now it wants to, you just need to combine the caps with the rod. On first inspection, a Great Wood Wand seems insufficient to achieve this, though. Perhaps if you were to wear your goggles and robes and goggles, you might be able to finagle that cost. Alright, so let's take a look at this real quick. That is my iron capped wand. Just go ahead and put this together real quick. So we got that. We got our 2 caps. And it says it takes 54 V. And of course that's not going to have it in there. Let's go and put that in there. Alright. And oh, if you notice this is glowing, it's because I went ahead and I put protection 4 on there using our botanical enchanting system. So let's try it now, see what we got. Okay, I still need Ignis, Aqua, and some Ordo. So let me go out and get that collected up, and I'll be right back with you and we'll finish up this wand. Alright, I got the wand filled up, so let's go ahead and put that back in there. I've got my robes on. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go, the gold banded wand. Okay, so that takes it down to 48.6, which is draining our wand pretty dry, but there we go. We now have one thaumium embossed Silverwood wand that has a capacity of 100. So that takes, yeah, our gold banded great wood wand is only holds 50. This one holds 25. So we did pretty good with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at our quest book now. And we got that, so we get 4 ore nodes and 4 uncommon treasures. So let's go ahead and claim that. And let's go ahead and take a look at what those uncommon treasures are. Let me go ahead and get some of this stuff out of the way here. Got all these wands now. Alright, so go ahead and open up all 4 of these. And we've got some gold coins, got ender pearls, got gold ingots, got a knowledge fragment, an apprentice ring of Ignis, which gives us a 1% discount on Ignis, an emerald, a splash potion of nausea, and a potion of fire resistance. Let's go ahead and see if we've got these scanned. There we go, scan that one. That one we already got. It's nothing, knowledge fragment. Yeah, it won't tell us anything about those. Now, what did I just pick up? I don't know. Let's going to throw those on the floor for right now. And let's get some of this put away real quick. Entropy shard, knowledge fragment. Oh, what a mess. Alright, that should be enough for right now. Let me go ahead and pick up those coins. I'll get those cleaned up and put away in a little bit. Alright. Phew. Okay, so we got our Salus Mundus. We did our balance shards. The next thing, and we did our thaumatorium. We've done some infusion crafting. We got our wand. Let's see if we can do this next piece that I would like to do. And that is to craft a deconstruction table. I don't think there is anything in here for that. No, it did open up a few other things. That's a node in a jar, making a staff or a scepter, void metal. This is a meltdown thing. That's something with the redstone. But let's try the deconstruction table real quick. So let's take a look in the Almanomicon. And I think that's under Alchemy. Maybe not. Look up here. Now there it is there. Deconstruction table. There comes a point in any thaumaturgist's career where he is unable to progress with knowledge due to his lack of knowledge. Okay. Progress with research due to his lack of knowledge. Okay. One possible recourse is the deconstruction table. The table allows you to break down objects into their simplest parts, which you can examine. There are limits, however. The table breaks compound aspects into their component aspects until only primal aspects remain. During this process, much knowledge is lost, and the best the thaumaturge can hope for is a single piece of primal knowledge. For example, iron metallum. This is what we need. We need a thermometer, a golden axe, a golden pickaxe, and a table. Will be simplified into Terra and Ordo, only one of which will have a chance of being discovered. It is also fairly slow, and the fewer aspects an object has, the lower the chance to discover something. So let's go ahead and craft this deconstruction table. Now, I did see that it required something like 20 ordo in order to do this, but we've got bat. What else did we need? That was a thermometer. I have this backwards. Table, axe, pickaxe, thermometer, axe, pickaxe, table, thermometer, and let's see, this one still has some capacity in it. There we go. So 20, I do have my gear on, so alright, so let's go ahead and do this. And there's our deconstruction table. So now what this does is, let's go ahead and put it here in the corner. This is going to give us aspects that we can use for research. Otherwise, you know, you got to go out and you got to find things in order, you know, if I want more air, I've got to find nodes that have air in it that I haven't already scanned with my thermometer. With this thing here, instead, what you do is you're going to put something in. So let's say I want to put in this rotten flesh in there. It's going to scan through there, and it might give me something that I can get out of it. It didn't in this case. Now, one thing that someone recommends is using crafting tables, because this contains absolutely everything as far as there. So now we got aqua, ignis, terra, perdicio, more perdicio, air, so on and so forth. And this is just adding to the points that we have available in the table for us to do work. I'm just going to leave that be for now, but that's how that deconstruction table works. So we can just do that. Now we got some more aqua, and so on and so forth. All right, so last thing, let me see if we have it, what I need, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so let's take a look in our quest book then, and I'm going to look at this one, coming into focus. Another way to use the wand is as a variable multi-tool. This is done through the use of foci. One of the simplest foci is the shock focus. Shooting lightning at your whim has always been something you wanted to do, right? To equip a focus on your wand, hold F and then move towards the focus to select it. Then just release F with the focus selected. It will be equipped. To unequip it, just crouch and press F and your focus will be returned to your inventory. So this wants us to make a wand focus shock. And it's going to give us a focus pouch and 4 more uncommon treasures. So let's take a look at that real quick. And if we come in here, back into thaumaturgy, is that where it's at? Yes. And these are our focuses that I have opened up. And this is the one we want, Wand Focus Shock. This focus is capable of focusing elemental energy into bolts of lightning that you can hurl at your enemies. So this is going to be 4 air shards, 4 nether quartz, and a potato, and along with 10 air, 10 ordo, and 10 perdicio. So I grabbed a few more air shards. Got a potato. Got some nether quartz here. And then this wants 10 air, 10 ordo, and 10 perdicio. So I went ahead and I got some in our new wand. So let's go ahead and do that. And it's actually going to take it down to 8 because of our discount. We now have a 79% discount. So it's only 79% of what it says. There we go. We have our wand focus of shock. So let's go ahead and take a look at our quest book. That completes that. That's going to give us our focus pouch and 4 uncommon treasures. Let's claim our reward. Now, let's take a look. We don't have room in here. Let's take a look at the wand focus, and I'll just kind of show you what that does. So I'm going to I want to use the good wand, not this one. Alright, so as I said, press and hold F. I might not have this mapped correctly. Alright, so let me clean up my inventory, and I'll check on my key mapping, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I changed my mapping. There was something conflicting with it, so let me just kind of show you this real quick. So hold F, and this opens this up. So we select the focus that we want to use. So in this case, we're going to select shock. You can see that it changed the tip of my wand to put the focus on top of it. So now if we come out here, good, there's a spider. Let's see if this works. If we come out here to our spider, and we can zap him. Like that, and there we go. And that's what the wand focus does. Alright, let's go back inside. And then it said to put it away, you just shift and F, is that what it said? Yeah, okay, and that takes it off and puts it back into your inventory. Or no, it went into the focus pouch. And all that is that just holds the different types of focuses or foci that are available. And I believe too that this can be carried here in our bauble slot for our belts. So there we go. We have our foci, and all we got to do is with our wand, press F, select it, and there we go. Shift F to remove it, and there's that. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what we got in our uncommon treasures. So we got some more gold coins, some more ender pearls, some more gold nuggets, and an emerald, and a potion of swiftness. Did we scan that one? I think everything's been scanned. So yeah, that thing won't scan. Alright, well that's it for this episode. I don't know what we're going to be doing in the next one. We do need to maybe move away from Thaumcraft for a little bit. I do want to get a few things built up in here, some more jars of essentia and whatnot, just so we can have it. But you know, we did everything that we wanted to do. We finished up that alchemical construct, the Balmatorium thing. I showed you how to make balance shards and Salus Mundus. We made a deconstruction table. We made a new wand, and we made a focus for it that will shock. There's some other foci that I want to look into, particularly the one for warding, which will come in very handy for more fights of the Wither. So I'll probably do a little bit of research in that, and maybe we'll look into that next time. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.